So this week's video, we're just going to show you what we're doing in the workshop and what we've got in to be done over the next couple of weeks. This one's getting done tomorrow. It's Mark II 16 valve race car that's on DTA S40, and we're going to retune this tomorrow and check that it doesn't overheat on the dyno. So we'll do back-to-back power runs, make sure all the sensors are calibrated correctly, and give the customer basically a power output of what power the car is, what torque it is, what lambda it's running, and we can kind of give him like a health check on the engine as well. So that's tomorrow's job, which is Good Friday. So we're going to come in the morning and do that one. We've also got this lovely Scirocco in at the moment, Mark II Scirocco. And this one is in for, it's got a Weber carb, just a single downdraft. And we're rebuilding the carb. The vacuum retard for the choke has basically split, so we're going to repair that on the carb as well, re-gasket it all, clean it all out. Actually had a 10mm nut stuck down in the carb as well, and he's really lucky that didn't go in the engine. So I'm going to do that, and then this has also got a potential overheating problem, so I think the water pump might be a problem in this car. But once it's running properly on the carb, we're then going to run this on the dyno and basically check that doesn't overheat and check the water pump circulating the water properly. Then in the workshop, we've got a T5 in today, which the customer hit a massive pothole, and it had a loud banging from the near side front suspension. So what we've done is put the car on the ramp. We've done a service on the van, but we've also put it on the ramp and noticed it smashed the actual top mount through the top of the strut top, and it's bent the damper tube as well. So it's a ABP air kit, so it's quite expensive to repair. But the guys at Plush have sorted us out a whole strut with a new airbag and everything. So we're fitting that now. Then what we're going to do is take his old one, send that back to Bilstein, get them to repair the damper tube and the strut. Then he can keep that as a spare in case he hits a pothole again with it one day on the other side. Because they're not sided, we'll be able to use it on the other side as well. We've also got, what else have we got in, Axel? Remind me.
The caddy with the...
Oh, the caddy. So have you got some footage of that? So we got a caddy came in with an injector fault, number 1 injector, but it's absolutely seized solid in the head. It won't come out even with slide hammer and all. So we're going to have to take that injector apart and try and pull it out, or we're going to have to break the rock cover somehow and get the rest of the injectors out as well. I believe number 4 injector's actually stuck in as well, because we tried to remove that earlier and that's seized. So it might end up having 2 injectors, and they're £580 each. So that's not going to be a cheap bill for the customer, unfortunately. But with the special tools we've got and the slide hammers and everything else, it's just absolutely solid in the head. So that's a bit of a nightmare, but hopefully that's going to get done. We've also got a really special car in, which is the short wheelbase Audi Quattro Rally Car. Belongs to a customer up north, really good customer. And that's coming. He's never really used the car since it was built. It wasn't built by us. It's built by somebody else. They've done a nice job, but there is a few things that we need to sort out on it. We're going to change the fuel rail brackets for some more heavy duty ones, because the ones that are on it just aren't man enough, and we don't want the fuel rail popping off or anything like that. So we're going to do that. That's on a max ECU. So we're going to retune that, because it doesn't start well at all. Wets the plugs, things like that. So we'll retune that so the cold start's much better, and it ticks over, because it doesn't tick over either. So we'll make sure that we get the tune part of it. Dave Rowe from EPS is going to come down and do that. Then the dry sump system's basically leaking from every single hose on it, so we're going to re-hose the dry sump system with some different type of air equip that's more reliable leak-wise, basically, that we've used before. So we'll do that. We're probably going to use Racing Lines stuff from Hinkley. That's really good stuff. So we use that on the Pikes Peak car, and we also use it on my Sierra. So we know that works really well. And then I think that's it for that. We could probably do the geometry on it as well, make sure it drives really well. And one really annoying thing with that car is when you drive it and turn the steering wheel, the horn just blares all the time. So there's obviously some kind of movement on the horn earth, so we're going to repair that as well, because that really annoys the customer. So he just moves it around in his workshop. Apparently it drives him insane, so we're going to fix that as well. And then we've got Hamza's car in, which is having the V5 turbo fitted to the Mark 8. Currently we're doing that, and I think that's it today. What did we do earlier? Did we do any other cars? Come on, you were here. You were videoing it all. I was just in the office doing nothing, apparently.
It's been trying to get the injector out.
Yeah, it's just doing that all day, wasn't it? So that's pretty much it for today. Nice short video, just showing what we're doing in the shop this week, just before Easter.